Hello and welcome to In the Spotlight. In this episode we're highlighting Lloyds Bank and a genuine account of a long-term mortgage holder. The problem began in 2019 like with most people when COVID hit, and so the story begins. I'm really disgusted the way Lloyds are treating me. I've been out of work over 18 months. I lost my job due to COVID-19 and was in hospitality. I also wasn't furloughed. I took payment holidays and reduced payment thereafter. They have been on my back about arrears I incurred. Since paying full payment towards the mortgage from day one, I've been making overpayments to keep them happy as they were getting a bit heavy with me. Since then I had a letter from Resolve a call. They now want more information from me about the rented property even though I'm paying in full and more than the minimum requirements. They clearly want even more per month. I can't believe they can't write, email or call themselves. They have to use a mediation company. I mean, what the hell? No notifications. They were going to do this just out of the blue, and despite me keeping in regular contact throughout, this is the way I'm treated in return. As if I haven't been through enough already, they have to add insult to injury. Unfortunately, I find myself having to write yet another complaint. I missed a couple of payments, so of course they are a bit upset. Even though I've always kept in contact regularly throughout and regularly paid, this had an undesired effect. Now I've been sent a letter from Lloyds with them threatening to repossess my property, to which I called and spoke on the phone for nearly an hour about this. I immediately paid a token payment yesterday upon receipt of this letter. They made out they had sent a letter twice asking me to make a payment to clear the arrears, but this was not the case. I spoke to a female operator on the phone, said they will start a legal review from today, which could result in legal proceedings, litigation and solicitors being involved, which I think is quite heavy-handed considering my history. I feel this is quite unfair and uncalled for. I was told that I will be getting calls regarding my account and further threatening letters. Considering what financial struggles we're all facing recently due to the pandemic, I think this is pretty spineless. She said she could put an arrangement in place because of affordability, but I have been paying a token payment of a reasonable amount for some months now without any issues. I was told this is a priority bill, but so is being able to afford to buy food and be able to live. Basically, in a nutshell, if I don't pay full amount immediately, I'm stuffed, and even doing so won't guarantee any further action being taken, so I can't win either way. I don't like being forced into a corner in a threatening manner, giving me added stress and anxiety. This is uncalled for. I have raised my concerns with the call handler today, which was raised as a formal complaint. I added I will put a review on Trustpilot for all to see in the hope they think about their actions. First, I predict they will ask me to get in touch privately to get me off the website so no one else sees, but I will update my review accordingly. Update. After several letters mentioning legal action, I've been forced into making full payments from next month to take the heat off myself. They aren't willing to help as I'm in arrears even though lockdown has now been extended. Whilst I have rental income, they say their payments are priority and should be paid. Yet being out of work 18 months, that money has kept me going and been a lifesaver. They said they would arrange to send someone round my property for assessment. I feel this would massively disrupt my tenants and leave a bad impression and could even force them to move on. I feel it was uncalled for. It could jeopardize my relationship with them. So as a result, I said I would pay full payments from end of the month. They can't guarantee any further action will not still take place. My last complaint, no action was taken. They didn't even consider it. I feel massively let down by Lloyds. The next part brings us more up to date. Due to the rises we've suffered in the mortgage payments, I've been forced to sell up. That and the tenants wanting to move out due to ill health, I think all in all it was a good decision. I asked about fixing the rate. They said this was not possible till the arrears are cleared. The next scenario was keeping a payment arrangement in place. Otherwise this would still mean I'd get phone calls chasing up payments, and also letters to follow. It's not like it was thousands of pounds in debt with them. I wasn't massively bothered about the outstanding amount. In fact, it wasn't too bad considering the extra money I freed up from the rent got me through the lockdown period. So each time I called, it was a minimum of half an hour wait until I got through to anybody. Then obviously if it was a new person I'd not spoken to before, they would have to read through the notes to get a feel for the situation with my account. I understand that. It just adds to the frustration. Initially I went through my outgoing expenses with them, and they would request an update once I called up after being notified the current payment arrangements were coming to an end. Each time I got a letter, there was a rise in monthly payments, then another, and so on. Anyone who has a variable rate mortgage will know all too well the difficulties that you face. Some people are lucky enough to still be on a fixed rate mortgage and have yet to face all this added expense. So I got an offer accepted on my property and was thrilled. Although cautious that it could always go wrong, I felt an initial sense of relief, for many reasons. But I remain positive and all seems well with the situation. The latest thing is now, I was told twice that whilst the tenants are in the property they cannot help me. So I called up recently to inform Lloyds that my tenants have given notice and would I be able to get a 90-day hold on my mortgage. I'm still out of work and so no way could I pay my mortgage, which has gone up yet again. The operator did mention that I'd be 3 months in arrears, like he was trying to be awkward. I explained that I'd been in arrears for a few years now, so why should a few months make a difference? Next he tells me this could go to legal action after 3 months. I explained that in 3 months or less, I'll be paying off the mortgage, so all of that is irrelevant. Finally he got round to saying he would arrange to send out the sale of property pack, so we can get a 90-day hold in place. I'll be glad to see the back of Lloyds. It was so much better when I was dealing with Cheltenham and Gloucester. I didn't choose Lloyds. It's just the way it panned out. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.